Hello, it's just connecting, but hello, hello, hello.
Hello, Tracey. Kitching in South Australia. It's wonderful to see you. And welcome, everyone. It's fabulous because every fortnight when we have these events, Tracey, we're just getting more and more people attend, which is fabulous. But welcome, everyone, from around the world to Let's Chat AI. And Tracey and I, what we thought we'd do for you today is, we've been going for a little while. We thought we'd sort of summarize where we're at and what we've discussed. So, Tracey, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and if you can help answer them for the audience.
Let's
So,
try.
yeah, all right. So, in terms of the global uptake of AI, can you talk about where we are at the moment globally?
Yeah, look, I've been really surprised because I've been doing I've actually been on my sick bed for the last 2 weeks, and that's actually given me the ability to do a pile of research using AI actually. So it's been good to have that rest, obviously, but also to be able to actually sit back and do stuff as part of your business that you wouldn't normally do. But the research has really surprised me, and I have to admit, I couldn't believe it, and I still can't believe it, but it's true. There's so much evidence out there now that 72% of companies in the world in 2024 implemented AI in some form. So that really blew me away because only in when it first came out, say 2023, it was saying in 2023, 55% of companies worldwide were having a look at it, trying to implement it, and were at various stages of implementation. Compared to 2017, where 20% of companies were actually globally using AI. And look, those companies are the big end companies, the really big ones. But these statistics take into fact of SMEs and a whole variety of different size businesses. So I was super, super impressed with the numbers. And I don't know about you. I know you're around business all day, every day. But the businesses that I speak to, they are definitely open to uptaking AI and have realized that a lot of their employees are already using AI, whether it's personally or professionally. And the conversations I'm having is that they're a little bit scared because they haven't actually got an AI policy in place. Because the employees are taking the lead, which is awesome. But businesses need to catch up a bit, I think, even with that 72% globally.
Yeah. Well, that's a phenomenal increase, Tracey. And obviously people need tools, companies need tools. And I know you're an expert in the tools. And I also know how much you love Claude. So why don't we share some of the features and benefits of Claude?
Yeah, sure. Look, for me, Claude is, and I hate this word, but I do use it, game changer for businesses.
Yeah.
Just because it is what I feel anyway, and what all of the policies from Claude state is that it's a fairly secure, closed operation. So businesses feel very comfortable using it. And the way that I am mainly seeing Claude being used within businesses is through copy. So whether that's through content creation, whether that's through summaries of reports for their executives, or the executives are literally themselves getting board reports and summarizing them so they know all the key points and where to find them within the document. It's also helping a lot of businesses with, how can I put it? It's a type of summary, but it's like for meeting minutes. So they're getting transcripts, especially like really long board minutes or anything. You've got your executive assistant or personal assistant there, or secretary of the board, literally trying to take down all these notes. Whereas now there are so many tools where they can provide transcripts. And then I'm seeing and I'm training executive assistants and secretaries of boards to upload that transcript into Claude, and using a pro forma actually produce those meeting minutes and board minutes. So it's been really invaluable for businesses for saving time, and I've loved that aspect. There are other things that Claude is super good at, and that's language translation as well. So I can't remember exactly how many languages it does, but it does a lot. And I was demonstrating to this, it's called the EA Institute this week, and I was demonstrating to them that one of the people I know, they need, that's an executive, needs to not only produce a weekly newsletter in English, but also in French and Swahili.
Right.
And so they get Claude to produce all of that, and it comes from one prompt.
Yes.
Because it is trained so well in this executive's voice, and it not only produces it in English, but also gives the translation in French and in Swahili, because it's a global company. So, and that saves time. They don't need to go and get Google Translator, and try and have that actually translated, or have a translator within their company. They don't need that. Sorry, translators, but you are being done out of a job, I think. Sorry. But, it's, for me, it's exciting. I get so excited when I go into businesses, because they're the ones that are showing innovation in how to use a pile of different tools. Now, I'm not a big fan of Microsoft Copilot. It is out there. A lot of businesses use it because it's a very closed system. But I think what people don't realize is it's still run by Microsoft, and Microsoft can be hacked. So you've got to do your due diligence with all of these tools. There's a few that have just cropped up lately, this last few weeks, probably about the last month, one in particular this week, into the whole world aspect. And one of them is called Operator, which is run by OpenAI. So if you're on the paid plan, which is quite expensive, it was $200 a month. If you're on that plan with ChatGPT, OpenAI, then you will have access to Operator. Now, Operator and this other one I'm going to quickly talk about are what's called agentic AI. Now, I'm sure a lot of viewers have actually heard that term in the last few months. It's an autonomous way to do web-based tasks. Sounds really scary, but it takes over your computer. You give it what the task you want it to complete. So a great example, which I've had to play around with our mentor in AI, is that our mentor he had Operator open and got Operator to look at my LinkedIn profile, look at my posts, like and comment on my posts as him, and then read what I do, and then create a personalized direct message to me, all in LinkedIn. He didn't have to do a thing except tell it what he wanted it to do. So it thought for itself. It figured out itself how to do it all. So that was amazing. And I got this beautiful, it also created an email to send to me as well. All of that sort of stuff. So it was really cool. It was really personalized because it acted as him. So it was really cool.
Was it accurate when it came to you, Tracey, in terms of the output?
It was actually. I was really surprised because it was the first time I'd actually seen it in operation. And the personalization of it was super cool. I was really, really impressed. So I know that'll start to affect LinkedIn outreach
Sure.
and having people do that instead of having VAs do the outreach or some other AIs do outreach. You know, the cost of operator may be beneficial compared to having other tools and other sources to do that for you. And the other one that's come in this week, Reena, is maths. And it's from China, yes. So, you know, a lot of people get scared of that, as we saw with DeepSeek. But Manus it handles really complex tasks. Now, I'm on the wait list for that. I haven't actually got that yet, so I'm only talking from research that I have seen and read. So apparently it can handle complex tasks like report writing and financial analysis. And I've even seen it being used in China for, for pharmaceutical stuff and for healthcare recommendations and reports and things like that. So it's been in China for quite some time. They've now just released it to the world. So that's something to watch out for to see how that goes. I do know that it crashed this morning or overnight Australia time, where they've actually limited the amount of usage that someone can have. So, you know, these are all teething issues with AI. It's where it's coming onto our world so rapidly that there's going to be teething issues. So it's just about being patient with it, which is awesome. And then, you have your automation tools, which are different again. So the ones I love are make.com. I find that the most simplest form to use. It's no coding. So that's awesome. And then there's N8N, which is a little bit more complex. Still not really any coding as much, but it streamlines workflows and is apparently really good for customer support and order fulfillment and things like that. N8N is a little bit more complex than what Make is. Make is really great for integrating, say, organising your emails, sorting all the emails, and then creating drafts of emails that come in, because you can link that with your AIs. So, or your APIs for your AIs. So you can actually create it in your style and voice. So, so they're the ones that
That's wonderful.
Claude still wins hands down as a large language model
great
for me.
Opportunities for us to showcase.
Absolutely.
These as we get access to them. So that's great. And, you know, just in relation to the translators and the VAs, Tracey, great opportunity for them to upskill, you know, so it's not like their jobs are over, but, you know, an opportunity to actually gain new skills and add more value to their clients. So I see that as a great bonus for them. But so what does this actually mean for Australian business?
Well, yes. For me, from what I'm seeing, it just offers such significant opportunity to really enhance efficiency. That's where I'm seeing it being used at the moment, is making their employees and also, they're still employees, but the executives and the higher part of the companies, or the directors and stuff, making them more efficient and giving them real-time access to stuff as well, so they can actually figure out quicker and have analysis done quicker, look at the right information. And I think that efficiency, then that also allows to drive innovation within the company. I think that's absolutely brilliant, and it improves competitiveness. It really does, between companies, you know, because they're being more innovative. So, you know, everyone's trying to come up one on above each other. And I see the business landscape rapidly changing over the next few years. So just due to the innovation and drive of AI in businesses. I think by understanding what's available, as in tools, and carefully considering all those implications, like a lot of businesses have, here in Australia specifically, we can really strategically integrate AI and really achieve a lot of tangible benefits and position their business for success in the future. Because obviously if you jump on more quickly, just start with that one tool and really use that as the best way to start an AI implementation into your business. And for those that are already doing that, kudos to you. You are way ahead of the game. But have a look at your AI policy as well, and make sure all of your data security, all of those like biases or the ethics around AI are really embedded within your company. And also the other thing, and I know I've talked about this previously on another live, is the make sure you have AI on your risk register, so you are compliant in Australian business law.
Fabulous, Tracey. Well, we've shared some amazing golden nuggets today. I guess the key messaging out of all of this will be for everyone is number one, act now.
Yep.
Number two, use the right tools. Tracey talked a lot about that. And then you just talked about the importance of integrating and strategizing. So people, there's 3 key takeaways for you today. And we really look forward to you joining us again on Friday, the 28th of March at 9 a.m. Perth time. So thank you so much for being here. Tracey, was there anything else that you wanted to add?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks, Dr. Haiti Badwi. I hope I got your name right, for joining us. She actually had a great question. What is the data size, Tracey? How many companies? I'm assuming, I greatly appreciate the discussion, which is awesome. I'm assuming that comes down to the percentage that we talked about at the beginning. I think it's, from my understanding, look, what I'll be doing is putting out a research paper on this this week. So look out for that. And that'll have all of the citations in it of where I've got that information. I actually haven't got it in front of me right now, but there was quite a large, widespread implication there, and questionnaire and all of the rest of it that went with that research. So, it's really interesting, the whole landscape of that and where that data has come from. So all of the citations will be published, so you can have a look at all of those with all the links.
Fantastic, everyone. And thank you so much for joining us. If you need help, Tracey and I are available. So please reach out to us by DM. But it's wonderful to have you here today, and wishing you a great day, evening and weekend. Bye for now, everyone.
See ya.